All right, welcome back to CryptoFront. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. So yes, today is actually a very much historical day, and we're going to be seeing something that we have never seen before. So yeah, as we already know, there's going to be a crypto summit held at the White House, the first ever. Yeah, this is, anticipated to be something that is very much pivotal for the crypto market. And as you can see here, pretty much all the charts are very much at a critical point, and it appears as if we're just waiting for something like a catalyst to come and pick the markets up and push us higher. Oh, as you can see here in the case of Bitcoin, we are probably at a resistance level. So if something crazy happens here, or the meeting happens to be a lackluster event, I think we're going to be seeing the price really dropping towards the downside again. We're basically back to square zero. But however, if it turns out to be something that is very much positive here, we're looking at the price breaking the resistance here, right around, would say $91,000. And then, of course, this gives more juice for the Bitcoin price. I would even bet to say that it goes on to set a new high right around $140,000, $170,000. These are things that I think are very much possible, because now, crypto is no longer going to be something that, people are scared about, scared to talk about, and they're not really scared to invest in, because, if the government, the United States government, is willing to buy Bitcoin, regular normies are going to be piling in. So that's a lot of capital coming to crypto and, Bitcoin as well. So, of course, I'm usually talking about altcoins and stuff like that, but I think this is beneficial for pretty much everything. We saw an executive order signed yesterday, and that is already, the first step was to establish, to say that, you know what, we're no longer going to be selling Bitcoin. But I think that more is to come, because why would they be having this crypto summit today if it was going to be announcing like a strategic reserve, which has already been done yesterday? So yeah, I think there are things that we can expect. But I think the best way that I can use to describe right now is to say that I'm cautiously being optimistic, because yeah, we've seen this kind of news events where they can all turn out to be lackluster, and then we have the price dropping downward once again. So fingers crossed, we have something positive coming out from this thing. And then I think that we also want to be looking at different charts, maybe a certain altcoins that are looking like they're going to be breaking out. Here we have got an example of Ethereum Classic, which is looking like it's going to be breaking its range, as you can see right there. I would expect to trade this. Let's see how the event is going to be going, but if it starts pushing really higher, I'm going to be looking for it to go to right around $25 thereabout. So these are trades that I've already planned out before, but I think the main event right now is we're going to be waiting to see how the Bitcoin price is going to be reacting. And once it does something like that, then we're looking at the rest of the market actually doing something good. So I will be quiet for a few minutes as they are getting ready. And then, of course, you're seeing that on, like, down below here, we have got the live Bitcoin price. There's going to be a live stream that will be there, like feed from the White House, and we're all going to be seeing that together. I will make that bigger, and you'll be able to see it as a full screen. So yeah, I'm just gonna come back and have my dinner, and then I'm gonna, we're gonna be doing the live stream together once again. So I'll leave you with the live feed for now, but we're gonna be coming back and updating you with whatever is gonna be happening at the White House later in the few minutes, I would say, because already the event is supposed to be beginning. Trump is gonna be speaking at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That is maybe an hour from now, or maybe an hour and a half. So yeah, we should be ready for that. We'll see what he says. But one thing that I know is that over the last few speeches that he has done, they have actually been able to prepare him to say exactly the right thing. So hopefully, once again, my fingers are very much crossed to see what really happens by there, because we're at a very much critical point. Again, resistance. Positive news here takes us higher. Bad news or a lackluster event takes us towards the downside once again. So I think we have pretty much what we want to see right there, and we'll check in a few minutes and see what would have developed. So I'll see you with the Bitcoin price for now, and take care of yourselves. See you later. All right, I think you can hear me now. Let's see what we have got right. I mean, Trump hasn't started speaking yet, but he's going to speak in a few moments. I would actually think so. Let's just wait for that. We are seeing that there is some kind of volatility happening with the Bitcoin price. We're dropping all the way down to something like here $85,000, but we are back towards right around $88,000. So crazy day. One thing that is actually very surprising to me, at least, is that the altcoins have actually stopped moving very much. So they are not as volatile as the Bitcoin price is, but what is happening with Bitcoin is very much crazy. So just give me a feedback, guys. Can you hear me clearly? Can you see me clearly? Is everything okay with this live stream before the summit actually happens? Because, you know, we don't want it to be bad. All right, let me go into the chat and see here. Somebody says that, thank you for your work. Hey, what is your target on Ethereum? Yeah, my target on Ethereum is $2,700. I'm saying $2,700. Sorry, $7,600 to begin with. Then I expect as high as $11,000 and a maximum of $17,000 for Ethereum. Yeah, we're just waiting to see if the meeting is gonna kick off as soon as possible. Trump is expected to speak, so let's see. Guys, can you give me feedback if everything is okay? This is my first time doing a live stream like this one, where I'm going to be broadcasting something and I'm also in the picture. I think when Trump starts speaking, I'm going to be closing my camera and then we have a full screen here as to what he's going to be talking about. But I think maybe we can also have the live price section of Bitcoin to try and see how that is going to be reacting to his speech. I mean, it basically depends on what he is talking about generally, but I would also say that everything sounds good. Thank you so much, Lopez, the Lopez family. Thank you for that feedback. What kind of music is that? I mean, it was just music which was meant to keep people waiting as I was having my dinner, because where I am right now it's actually 11:15 midnight, so I had to eat something before jumping on the live stream. I think that it's going to be something that takes a very long time. Trump usually goes on with his speeches for a very long time, so we'll see what happened right there. But let me just give you my opinions on a number of different things here. I think that we're gonna have a good time because the stock market is actually doing okay. We are up today from where we were yesterday, so that is a positive. And usually the stock market is correlated with crypto. If the stock market is doing well, the crypto market is also doing well for the most part, right? So there have been some news going around in the market pertaining to this here, but yeah, this summit is about to start. I'm seeing some posts here on X, and Eleanor Torres was posting something here with the sitting arrangement around the table and stuff like that. So yeah, the long-awaited moment is going to be coming very, very soon. I was saying something about the stock market. I was going to say that we're looking good today. And that is usually a good picture for crypto as well, because as you can see here, Apple is up 1.2%, 1.3%, PayPal is up 4% actually, Nvidia up 1.5%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.45%. The Russell 2000 is also up, which is very important for crypto. So yeah, so far so good. And if good news comes in for crypto right at this point, we're looking safe. We are looking safe. So yeah, that's number one. Now, when it comes to the Bitcoin price itself, take a look at this here. We're at a very technical resistance, and this is right around $92,000, $90,000 thereabout. This is very important because if the summit is going to produce something that at least gives the price juice to break the resistance here, I would bet that we can set a new all-time high for Bitcoin, which is very good for altcoins. However, if this whole thing that has been talked about again and again and again happens to be lackluster and a nothing burger, yeah, our way is probably towards the downside once again, because remember, we have a CME gap that is still not fully filled, right around $77,000. So yeah, that's a scenario that we also have right there. But I want to be cautiously optimistic here and expect that a positive thing is going to be coming out of this whole thing. The reason why I say that is because yesterday, of course, Trump had already announced that he was going to sign an executive order making Bitcoin a strategic reserve for the United States. So that is not news anymore. I think something more is coming here. Maybe, just maybe, because a lot of people have been speculating about this. Maybe people are expecting for there to be zero capital gains on crypto, which is going to be something that is massive, because, I mean, imagine how many people are going to be flocking back to crypto, because basically whatever you do, you're not going to be paying any taxes. It's really an important thing right there for Bitcoin. So we'll see. Not only Bitcoin, to be honest with you, just, every other cryptocurrency that is out there. So yeah, we are really good there. Now, one other thing that I think can be talked about is, yeah, maybe these crypto assets are not going to be in the strategic crypto reserve, but they've also been talking about that sovereign fund or something like that, right? Maybe they're going to be put there. I mean, everything is just a maybe at this point. So we'll see how everything goes. But so far, so good. We really didn't see a huge pump leading up to this event. So this actually has me excited because, yeah, we could see something major. The summit is about to start. Let me take you to Twitter real fast here and show you what my feed is like and what people are talking about. So let's just go home very fast. Bear with me, guys. Really, I don't know why the internet is this slow, but yeah, you gotta bear with me as we, okay, yeah. So Ash Crypto is posting here that the White House summit is just about to start. Let me make this bigger probably because it's not something that can be seen easily. Yeah, you can see here the crypto summit is just about to start. So good. This is 27 minutes ago. Who is this guy here? Let me find out, shall I? Let's see who this guy is. I don't know this guy. So it's a big round table, as you can see, with a lot of big names in crypto. And yeah, it's true. This guy is saying the truth. History is being made as we speak right now. It's something that is massive. Let's see right there. Good. It's about to start, and I'm going to be showing you the live feed from the White House as soon as everything begins here, and we can talk more. I'm not going to be in the picture because I don't want you guys to, have an obscured view on what will be happening right there. I'll just turn off my camera, switch off my microphone, and then we can comment afterwards. But if something, big is announced, we can come here and we can be, hitting the horn. We're not celebrating all together. But for now, nothing pretty much is happening. I mean, it's just about to start as we are speaking. Okay, somebody was liking my post. There is nothing anymore. Okay, let's see here what we've got. Yeah, it's about to start. Get ready. Everybody is saying that. So cool. Wow, this is actually a very big moment. Oh, World Liberty Finance, we are proud to support USA-based cryptocurrency innovators. Sweet. Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, I think that this is going to be the next narrative, honestly, guys, in the next few months. But I would have to say that this does not mean that every other cryptocurrency that is not within the United States, made in the United States category, is not going to pump. I think everything will pump together immediately. But for a narrative to begin showing up right there, I think we can have the made in the USA first. And then obviously, because at the end of the day, people in this market are crypto guys already. So when they make profit, they're going to be rotating it into the other different assets. So I think everything will pump eventually. But just to begin with, made in the USA is going to be something that pumps first, in my humble opinion. So that's what we are seeing right there. Zero Edge says this: Trump, Musk, Rubio get along well. Trump, Musk does not need to be reined in. I don't know what he's saying right there, but whatever the case may be. Okay, let's see here. Junior is considering. No, he's not. He is not. He said he is not considering to run for president. That is not, correct news. It's fake news, as Trump says it. guys, we are still waiting. We're still waiting for the summit to begin. As I said initially, you see the top part right here in my, right here. This is where I'm gonna be putting the live stream to open from the live feed, I should be saying, from the White House. And I will close my microphone, I'll close my everything, and you just hear that, wow, what is happening here? This is big, right? After 9 years of inactivity, wallets belonging to Nucleus Marketplace are active again. The wallets transferred $77 million of Bitcoin to 3 new wallets. I hope these MFs don't sell, right? It won't be too good for the market. Anyways, there is bullish sentiment everywhere. Cryptos is live as well, and we're waiting for that, live feed. We can also, no, we don't want to use this one. This is going to be having a leg, right? We have something that I've already planned. The summit is about to begin. As you can see here, Trump is already in office, but I think for the summit to happen, he has to be out where the round table is, right? It's not going to be happening right in his Oval Office, right? Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good, and fingers crossed. I'm just very cautiously optimistic here. Heading to Japan, see you there. Well, he wasn't invited. My guy wasn't invited, and probably that's why the ADA price that is not doing too good. White House Summit from Bitcoin Magazine. Let's check Bitcoin Magazine if they've got any feed here, but I don't think they have feed just yet because the summit has just not begun, right? It just hasn't begun. So just a little bit more of patience. I don't know how many. Yeah, they're just showing also the live Bitcoin price, just as I'm showing right now. But as soon as Trump speaks, yeah, we're gonna be good. Let me drink my coffee nice and easy. Right. Wow. This is really history in the making, man. Oh, wait a second. Somebody says that Trump's speech has already begun. Let's find out, shall we? Nah, it can't. It couldn't have begun, right? Nobody's showing it. Why? Just wait a second. I'm just going to close my cameras, and we'll be able to go ahead and show you that. So just hang on with me as I'm trying to find the feed if he actually has started speaking. But as far as I know, with the streams that I have here, he hasn't started actually. So let's find out, shall we? Just hang on with me. Hang on with me right there. Let's see. No, he hasn't started speaking. I don't think he has started speaking. Let me also refer to the Bitcoin price, since it's going to be very much reactionary to whatever he's going to be saying. So this is the Bitcoin price, still at $87,000. Oh, no, this is moments ago. This is not right now. Trump hasn't started speaking, everybody. Don't worry about it. I'll show you when he starts speaking. So, all right. Let's see what you've got right there. Yeah, this is moments ago. This is not right now. Trump hasn't started speaking. Everybody don't freak out just yet. We're still good. We're still good. The Bitcoin price, right around $88,000, $87,000 right there. Good. Nothing too crazy. Okay. This guy looks like Jeff Bezos. Who is that guy? Wow. Now, Trump hasn't started speaking, everybody. That guy who said Trump has started speaking is not correct. That is not correct information, because I'm looking at pretty much everything here. and he hasn't started speaking yet, actually. So just hang on a bit more, and we're going to be able to find the feed to the White House, and we should be good. I mean, even Fox News is actually anticipated to be projecting it. So yeah, once it just starts going live, we'll be good. Not yet, not just yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's see. Our SPN also usually has something for Trump, but they haven't showed anything yet. Wait a second.
I'm just very happy to have done it. I mean, you know, I didn't think this was going to happen. I said, I'll be sitting there, but not as president. So I was, you know, very honored. Actually, Johnny reminded me, called me up very early on. He said, you're going to be president during this whole thing after we won. So it's a great honor for our country to have it, actually. It's a big deal. It's, I don't know which is bigger, the Olympics or the World Cup. What is the story on that? Can I ask you that question?
The World Cup is much bigger than the Olympics. Come on. and it's in the whole country. Huh?
Yeah,
the Olympics
we've got them both.
Mr. President, it's a long way off, Mr. President, but do you foresee yourself attending some matches or a match?
Oh, yeah, sure. I would like to. I'd like to go to certainly more than one.
Yes.
We'll be making the rounds. It's a period of a month.
Yeah.
And it's really top of the line. It's one of the great events, maybe one of the great events of anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Mr. President, since you last spoke about it yesterday, some details have come out about your cabinet meeting with Elon Musk and some clashes potentially between Secretary Rubio and Secretary.
No clash. I was there. You're just a troublemaker. And you're not supposed to be asking that question because we're talking about the World Cup. Elon gets along great with Marco, and they're both doing a fantastic job. There is no clash.
Mr. President, bottom line.
Who are you with? Who are you with?
NBC.
Oh, no wonder. That's enough. NBC.
Who has more authority, Elon Musk or the cabinet secretary?
Any other questions about the World Cup?
Can we unveil the trophy, maybe?
I'd love to do
because this is something special. So today is 100 days to go for a new competition that we created together. The FIFA Club World Cup, the best clubs in the world with the best players in the world. So we can show this is a unique trophy. This is the trophy, but it's not finished because it's unlike any other trophy. There is a key.
Oh, wow.
There is no other sports trophy like that.
Oh, that is good. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the summit hasn't started actually. What you're saying is where the live feed is going to be. Let me just show you real fast, right? So what you're seeing right now is something that happened when he was signing executive orders relating to the upcoming World Cup that the United States, probably Mexico and Canada as well, are going to be holding together. But right now, this is what you are seeing here. The summit itself, the speech is going to be coming from this live stream, but it hasn't started just yet. He has not started speaking. So don't worry if you think that you have missed anything. You haven't missed anything at all. And just as I said, as soon as he starts speaking, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. Don't worry about it. Still, he's talking about the World Cup. On top, you're seeing the Bitcoin price. And right now, we're hovering right around $87,000, 87,600. Whatever the case may be, we're still good. The summit hasn't started just yet. Also, I'm going to be showing you here some other different charts as we progress. And after the live stream, if you also want to have a Q&A, you can show me the things that you want us to take a look at. Maybe they can be trading opportunities right there on your favorite altcoin. We'll see that. All right. So yes, if you're just joining, the summit hasn't started just yet, or at least Donald Trump hasn't started speaking. What you are seeing is something that was happening moments ago, and because of that, I'm just showing you here so that at least we have a picture, rather than me just running my mouth and stuff like that. So yeah, we haven't started yet, I should be saying, but altcoins are doing a fantastic job. The volatility that we are seeing, most of it actually is coming from Bitcoin. I don't know the specific reasons for that, but yeah, Bitcoin is way much more volatile than the other cryptocurrencies. So if you can do me a favor, please like the live stream, share it to different other places, as we want more people to be joining in very soon as Trump starts speaking. But as of yet, nothing is being talked about. We're still waiting for him to talk, and we'll also, of course, see the Bitcoin price reacting to that very much almost immediately, in my opinion. So what you're seeing right now is Donald Trump and the president of FIFA. I was looking at him and I was saying that, who is this guy who looks like what's the name of that guy, the guy from Amazon? But it's not. It's I forgot his name, man, but he's Italian. Fentino. Come on, let me not butcher somebody's name, but we're still looking good. Trump's speech has been delayed with a minimum of 30 minutes, so we are still in together like this, guys. The speech has been delayed by at least 30 minutes. So what we can do is we can go ahead and go maybe for a Q&A. If you guys want a special charts that you want me to take a look at, we can do that whilst we're waiting for the president to start speaking. But as of now, he is not yet speaking. So I'm just going to keep that picture very much in the corner there, and on the main thing we have got the chart. So yeah, we have Trump in the corner there with what he was doing obviously in the White House earlier on, signing the executive orders relating to the World Cup. But for now, what we're going to do is I'm going to be opening, I don't need to open my camera and anything like that. I can just open or maybe we can put this one right in this corner, right? And then I open that will be too much. I think it's not necessary actually. So yeah, let's have him right in this corner. And we can start talking about different other charts that you want to take a look at. But for now, the speech has been delayed by at least a minimum of 30 minutes. So yeah, we're not going to have that speech yet. Wow, what a crazy day. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. This thing was supposed to start right around 1:30, I think. And now it's been a good 2 hours and nothing yet. So somebody says it has just started. Well, we don't see it actually, right? Yeah, somebody posted 45 minutes ago. Let's see what we have right there.
Of course, talking about it'll be a secure event, but outside of that, you can always tell that the press is always trying to be the doom and gloom type of thing and interject all this other stuff. But
Let's
you know what?
Isn't
it nice to breathe a sigh of relief that we have a great leader in this country, a great cabinet, and really great things happening in the country. It doesn't mean that we aren't vigilant of our safety and other things, but you know, it's nice to have that enjoyment of sport. And also, speaking of sports, so yeah, the 2026 FIFA World Cup to be played in Los Angeles. Also, the 2028 Summer Olympics also to be in Los Angeles. So let's do this. Name your favorite sport in the chat. Let's just have fun with it. What's your favorite sport? Go ahead and put it in the chat if you'd like. Mine would be, it's between football and hockey for me. I really, really like hockey. Playoff hockey's fun. Football's also.
Yep, we don't have the feed yet from the White House because I've just received the news that it has been delayed by 30 minutes. Yeah, somebody had confused me on over there on X. So we still have got some time before it actually starts, before we start see Trump at least take the stage right there. So let's wait and see. But wow, it's a crazy day, isn't it? Waiting and waiting and waiting. What if the Bitcoin price starts dumping after all this waiting? That'll be crazy. That's going to be very crazy. But for now, I mean, yeah, nothing too crazy just yet. I'll take you back.
For 250 years as we continue in greatness here at this country right now. Let's go to Kalshi as well. So what President Trump says or doesn't say during this upcoming speech outside of the Oval Office, where he's going to go to the state dinner room for a summit for digital assets. What he doesn't say during this speech will have an impact on crypto and Bitcoin and many different assets. So on Kalshi, as you can see there, you can actually trade on what President Trump will say during the crypto summit speech today. You can trade on whether he'll mention Bitcoin, meme coins, Gary Gensler. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not in this space. So if I butcher these couple names, you know what? That's okay. So in the chat, help me out with this. How do you pronounce, is it Ethereum? And then is it Solana or Solana? So I'm not in that space. I know what Bitcoin is though, and cryptocurrencies. I don't understand those names though. So help me out with this one. Ethereum, Solana, and more. You can trade now live on kalshi.com/RSBN. You can also trade on upcoming press conferences and others speeches in the future. So kalshi.com/RSBN to trade on the Crypto Summit speech today, which is what's up next on the docket for today's coverage here live on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Again, I'm Matthew Alvarez. Thanks so much for streaming in. I said when we're transparent here at the network. So no teleprompter, just rolling with it, of course, here at 3:37 Friday, March 7th. Great to see President Trump there with the FIFA committee. And I saw some of the chats there. Again, what's your favorite sport? Go ahead and put that down on the chat. I'll read them out in a little bit as maybe we get some of those as we continue on with our live coverage today on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Let's shift gears quite a bit. Let's show you the southern border video one more time here. If you're just joining us right now, the U.S. Marines in California have been working really hard to seal that border using all of the wiring along the border. And also just their presence alone is really causing anyone not to cross the border, of course. So the numbers are down. We're seeing that. They also are working on trying to rid fentanyl from crossing not only the southern border, but also the northern border. So let's go to the south right now and check out this video.
We are specifically reinforcing the border by placing wire obstacles across the border. We have different types of wire.
Yeah, so guys, yeah, we have to wait a little bit much more. It has been delayed, but I think we're getting closer and closer because they said at least 30 minutes, right? So we should be getting closer to that, but let's see. Bullish expectations. Let me see this. Antonio, will Agent 78 again? I think this is a scam token, guys. Don't fall for this Agent 78. I think it's just a scam. I don't know. I seen it in my comments a lot. ICP, Jasmine, QNT. We'll talk about those as we are waiting for the president, right? Maybe we can go ahead and talk about Jasmine, Quant, and ICP, just like MJT was it? Yeah, MT is requesting here because I know that he is a regular on the channel, and I have, wow. The Bitcoin price is dumping right before the speak. What's this all about, really? What's happening right there? So we're down to $87,000. We were at 88,000. We're at 91,000. I mean, this is crazy. I haven't seen anything like this, obviously, because it's also history in the making, right? So we'll see what's happening right there. Oh, yeah. I think we are going to the round table. Let me just shut my mouth and we can go to the live table right there.
Walk in, we will go there live. Back to the sports real quick. I saw all the main sports, of course, football, soccer, baseball, basketball, hockey. Somebody said ultimate frisbee. Somebody else said skateboarding. Somebody said curling, you know, of course, in the Winter Olympics. So yeah, anyway, so that's the update on the chat there. But we are live, of course, at 3:40 Eastern, Friday, March 7th. As of now, this is the last event for President Trump before he goes to the Southern Lawn and goes to Marine One and on his way to the Joint Base Andrews to board Air Force One to the Winter White House, of course, in Florida. So any developments we get, you can always check online as well on Truth Social, on X, on our website, on our app. And then next week, I'm hearing that it's going to be early in the week. President Trump saying early in the week he'll be going to Saudi Arabia. So did not say specifically which day. But of course, his first world trip as President of the United States of the 47th Commander-in-Chief. So we'll be covering that, of course, as we see live feeds from the Middle East, and just a very important trip there, of course. So we'll be covering that. And of course, any other events that are happening at the White House, maybe at the Pentagon, if there's a press briefing there. We've seen a lot of press briefings, of course, from the White House with Carolyn Levitt, who did an absolutely awesome job just the other day, the day after that great speech that President Trump delivered in front of a joint session of Congress. And, you know, when Carolyn started on Wednesday, the day after, in the monologue part, she just really tore into the Democrats for not standing up for various things that usually you would stand up for and clap, regardless of party affiliation. But the left wing really showing and exploiting or really showing their cards of what they're all about. And we're not talking every Democrat and liberal across the country. We're just talking about the leaders here in the Democrat Party and, of course, the mainstream media. But enough of that stuff. Let's stay on the good stuff here and in the sense of truth and common sense at Right Side as we get ready to go live to this Digital Assets Summit. It's a White House Digital Assets Summit. President Trump will be speaking right there in the middle of your screen there. You see the podium or the presidential seal. This is huge for cryptocurrency today. This is a huge situation for digital assets and on. So looking forward to tossing it to that. And I know a number of you that are watching, you remember that summit that he had in Nashville, Tennessee, a Bitcoin summit. It was quite awesome. Isn't it great that President Trump isn't just staying in the past when it comes to certain things? You know, he understands some of the developments here with these various currencies, but also, you know, sticking to common sense and Constitution. So wonderful to see that as well as we are live right now here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Just checking a few notes here. Ethereum is how to pronounce that one as well for the digital assets from earlier. So yeah, we're looking forward to going there live. Why don't we do this for now? Let's go there now, listen in on the room as President Trump will be walking in any minute.
He said he heard that. He said he heard that.
I have that, so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, there's nothing coming out of the remote.
Nothing? Okay.
Yeah, the remote's completely mute.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
thank you very much, everyone. Great honor to have you. I know you've all been working very hard and very successfully. And it's a wonderful place, the White House. I want to begin. Is Johnny here from World Cup? I want to thank you for the selection. And they just had a presentation in the Oval Office, and I thought this was such a beautiful, this is the trophy. This is a big deal. The World Cup is the biggest sporting event, and Johnny Infantino is my friend for a long time, and during my first term, we worked out a deal to get the World Cup, and then because of lots of interesting things that happened, I ended up being president. Wanted to shut up. I was always disappointed. I wasn't going to make it. I was going to serve 8 straight. Instead, we did it the hard way, but maybe the more important way. So I will be with you as president, Johnny. So maybe you could just say a few words and show how beautiful the World Cup trophy is. Thank you. Yeah, sure, please. Yeah,
Famous key.
that's a great key.
You want to open it, President? Or shall
Well, you go ahead. I trust you.
So this is the new trophy of a new competition. It's called the FIFA Club World Cup. The 32 best clubs in the world with the absolutely best players in the world. And for the first time in history, this competition takes place in the United States. Opening game on the 14th of June.
Right.
Obviously in Miami. Final on the 30th of July this year in New York, New Jersey. But it's not that. The trophy is special because it is a key, and because, as you can see, if I manage to do that, yes, it's a bit tricky. It's not. So this is a trophy. It is a trophy which represents, and that's why I think it's interesting to show this trophy exactly in this form, because it represents the past, but it's also projected to the future. There is no sports trophy which looks like that. It has engraved the history of the game, of soccer or football as we call it, the participating of the first edition, the stadiums, beautiful stadiums in 11 cities in the United States of America where this competition will take place. So at the same time, past, present, and projected to the future. And if I may, President, say another 2 words, and then I let you work. I would like to congratulate the President and the administration for not only for the World Cup, the Club World Cup, the World Cup, and the great work done, but also for this initiative that you are speaking about here. If I may add something in this respect, I'm not an expert at all, but FIFA, as you know, is a brand which is globally known, a very strong brand. The soccer economy in the world is worth around 270 billion a year. 70% of that, Mr. President, is in Europe. So imagine the potential that there is around the world only in soccer if we develop it. And so FIFA is very, very interested under my presidency to develop a FIFA coin, to do it from here, from America, and to conquer the 5 billion soccer fans in the world. So if there is anyone here who is interested to team up with FIFA, here we are, together with the United States of America, and we will conquer the world of soccer with the FIFA coin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That coin, that coin may be worth more than FIFA in the end. It could be quite a coin, actually. Huh? Anyway, thank you, Johnny. Great job. I just thought you should see this trophy because it's the biggest sporting event in the world, and we have it here. And we appreciate being selected. Thank you very much, Johnny. You do a fantastic job. And welcome to the first ever White House Digital Assets Summit. I know that many of you have been fighting for years for this, and it's an honor to be with you at the White House. I want to thank the White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs, Treasury secretary. This is David right here, in case you don't know. You know David. And a man who's doing a great job as Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, who's right here. Scott, thank you very much. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, wherever you may be, Howard. Hi, Howard. He's doing some interesting work right now with all that's going on. He's right in the middle of it and doing a great job. Thank you. SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler. And thank you. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce. Thank you, Hester. Acting CFTC Chairman Caroline Pham. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer. Hello, Tom. Representative Brian Stile. Thank you. Brian, thank you very much. Digital Assets Council Director Bo Hines. Good, Bo. Great job. And many other distinguished guests. We have a lot of very distinguished people around the table. Some of them will be speaking. I want to thank Marco Rubio also, who's right over there. And we have tremendous people very interested in this subject. And last year I promised to make America the Bitcoin superpower of the world and crypto capital of the planet. And we're taking historic action to deliver on that promise, as you know, around the table. Yesterday, I signed an executive order officially creating our strategic Bitcoin reserve, and this will be a virtual Fort Knox for digital gold to be housed within the United States Treasury. That's a big thing, Scott. The federal government is already among the largest holders of Bitcoin, as you know, really one of the largest holders in the world, with as many as 200,000 Bitcoin obtained via civil law and various other forms of law, and including enforcement actions. These existing holdings will form the foundation of the new reserve. Unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars had they not sold them, but they did sell them, mostly during the Biden administration. And not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows, right? Who knows? Who knows? But so far, it's been right. And well, let's keep it that way. The Treasury and Commerce Departments will also explore new pathways to accumulate additional Bitcoin holdings for the reserve, provided it's done at no cost to the taxpayers. We don't want any cost to the taxpayers. In addition, my order directs federal agencies to conduct an inventory of all crypto assets currently held by the U.S. government and determine how they can be transferred easily to the Treasury. Non-Bitcoin digital assets will be held in a new U.S. digital asset stockpile where they will be managed properly. My administration also is working to end the federal bureaucracy's war on crypto, which was really going on pretty wildly during Biden until the election came about. About 5 months before the election, he became a big fan because he heard how many people were in favor of it and how many people love it and respect it. But I guess it didn't work out too well for him. People understood what was going on and paved the way for groundbreaking innovations in institutional finance. Under the Bitcoin administration, regulators strong-armed banks. I mean, they really did. They strong-armed banks into closing the accounts of crypto businesses and entrepreneurs, effectively blocking some money transfers to and from exchanges, and they weaponized government against the entire industry. But I know that feeling also. Maybe better than you do. All of that will soon be over, and we are ending Operation Choke Point 2.0. Now, some people really suffered. It's ridiculous what they were doing, but in the end, They came around, but they came around for the wrong reasons. They came around only because they wanted votes, and they saw that tens of millions of people were against them because of what they were doing. I also want to express my strong support for the efforts of lawmakers in Congress as they work on bills to provide regulatory certainty for dollar-backed stablecoins and the digital assets market. They're working very hard on that. This is a tremendous opportunity for economic growth and innovation in our financial sector, and will really go a long way. I think it's going to be a tremendous, we feel like pioneers in a way, of tremendous method of growth. And things are very much tied, and we want to keep it that way, the U.S. dollar, long into the future. We're going to keep it that way. I hope lawmakers will send that legislation to my desk before August recess if they can. And they're very much working with you, and you know a lot of them, and a lot of them were committed right from the very beginning. So I just want to congratulate you all for being at the White House today, and a man who knows more about Bitcoin and AI and just about everything else than anybody, David Saxon. I'd like to have you say a few words, David.
Thank you, Mr. President. We're all here today because of your leadership, your vision, and your generosity, and I really want to thank you for that. We're also here because of your desire to make America great and to introduce a golden age in America, including for digital assets. And we're here because of your love of innovators, or as you might say, high IQ people. Yeah, we know you love high IQ people. And we have about 30 of them here in the room today. These are the top people in the digital asset industry. And one other thing that I think that you love is legal fairness. This is an industry that was subjected to prosecution and persecution for the last 4 years, horrible lawfare, and nobody knows what that feels like better than you do. So we really appreciate the fact that you understand legal fairness and that you're always willing to fight for the right thing, for legal fairness. You never back down. You stand defiant, even in the face of an assassin's bullet. It's an inspiration to everyone in this room, I think. So it's an honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I just want to say it's an honor to work for you. It's an honor to work for a president who works every day to get so much done on behalf of the American people. Your administration is moving at tech speed. It's really amazing. It's actually faster than any startup that I've been part of. Is that your administration moves even faster. So I just want to say thank you for having me be a part of it. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I love working for you, and thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you, David, very much. Appreciate it.
And now I just want to pass the ball to Secretary Bessent.
Scott?
Good. David, so today, when President Trump has signed the executive order to establish the strategic Bitcoin reserve and stockpile, we're going to position the United States as a leader among nations in the digital asset strategy. It's important for the United States to recognize this fact and get ahead of the other nations in the digital age. We applaud the President's direction to use the digital assets already in possession of the nation, and we are going to establish this Bitcoin reserve. We will use this authority to augment the asset side of the United States balance sheet. As I've said many times, President Trump is creating assets for the American people, while most past presidents have created debt, and a large part of this asset program can be in digital assets. We are going to end the regulatory weaponization against digital assets. The Biden administration's actions did nothing other than punish innovators, and that all of you have made it here today is really a testament to your fortitude. Much of Treasury's responsibility in this order relates to the tax code and determinations around risk weightings, and I'm here to assure you that we are going to work with the controller of the currency, the IRS, and we're going to rescind and all applicable previous guidance. And we are going to put a lot of thought into the stablecoin regime, and as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that. Thank you.
Technology the foundation of the Trump presidency. He understands technology, he embraces technology, and he's going to use technology to drive America forward. The blockchain and Bitcoin technology are a key part of that thinking, and embracing that, and here today shows how much a leader the Trump administration and our president is. He understands it. He embraces it. As you said, you're a pioneer in this place, and this is where we're going. We're using the blockchain. We're using Bitcoin. We're going to use digital assets to pound forward, and Donald Trump is leading the way. Can't be more proud of you today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Howard. Kelly, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is truly a historic day, and as a crypto founder, I couldn't be more proud to be part of your administration. You're moving at the speed of tech for sure, and I will just say it's a great day to have the war on not just crypto, but the war on innovation done. And under your administration, we are truly going to enter into the golden age. And I'll just say, as the administrator of the SBA, small business is a tremendous network that crypto can be deployed against, and so the SBA is open to crypto. So I look forward to working with all of the leaders in this room to advance your efforts here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much. Tom, please. Well, Mr. President, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for the amazing team that you put together. I want to thank you for David. I mean, this kind of a meeting, no one in this room could have envisioned this just a couple years ago. You are the one that has the vision. You're the one that said we are going to do 21st century finance right here in the United States of America. I've been doing this for 9 years. It is amazing how far we've come, and that's a credit to you, Mr. President, and your leadership, and God bless you for doing this, because it's going to make a huge difference with everything else you're doing. And by the way, Americans love it. They're going crazy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everybody else? Go ahead, please.
Does anyone want to say a couple of words? Cameron or Tyler, do you want to?
You're very shy in front
Actually,
of the camera.
Cameron, I think you said something earlier that I thought was really profound. You said that a year ago you thought it would be more likely that you'd end up in jail than at the White House. Do you, not to put you on the spot, because you didn't do anything wrong, but that was the environment a year ago. But do you guys want to say something, either one of you?
Sure, that was actually Tyler who said that. but it's
sorry, I still get mixed up.
But yeah, we never thought that we'd get attacked the way we did in our backyard after trying to do the right thing for so many years and always trying to raise the bar with respect to regulations. So it's truly wonderful to see how things have changed and how the pendulum has swung back in the way that it has. And we've always felt that the U.S. should lead in Bitcoin and crypto, and it's ours to sort of lead and win. And it's just wonderful what President Trump has been doing with this, and we look forward to working together. And thanks for inviting us, David, and setting this up.
Thank you. Thank you both. Please.
I was just going to say thank you, Mr. President. Cameron takes credit for a lot of my things I say, so it's not the first time. But the U.S. won the internet, and the U.S. should win crypto. So thank you for your leadership on this.
Thank you both very much. High IQ individuals around this table. That's what I always say. We need high IQ. So thank you very much. Would anybody like to say anything? Please.
Okay. We'll come right.
I just want to express my deep gratitude for the seriousness with which you're approaching our industry and how you're actually helping guide it in the right direction. I've worked with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was wondering why I, as an American citizen, can't help the United States financial system reach this higher level that the world is on course towards generally. Right. And so I'm very grateful that finally there's been a new level of kind of common sense and adoption of these ideas. Me and the other people in this room do believe that the crypto, blockchain, Web3 infrastructure is the next iteration of the financial system. And I think that the U.S. should have its leadership position continue in that new financial system. And I'm very, very happy to see people like David Sachs, Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick taking this very seriously with their time, and very grateful to them too. So I'm just overjoyed to see this, and I think it is a big part of how the U.S. can continue its role in the global financial system. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I thought it was very important that we stay in the front of this one. This is a big one. And as you know, China is pushing forward and very strongly as usual. But we're way in the lead, as we are in AI and other things, and we want to stay there. So I thought this was very important, and we have some brilliant people sitting around this table, and it's an honor to have you involved. But we want to stay at the forefront of everything. And this is a very important day in your lives. I know you worked, some of you, very long before people really understood what was happening. And so I congratulate you, but this is a big day. Being in the White House is a big deal, and you have great support. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, media. Thank you. Please.
Well, that was quite the roller coaster ride at the end there, but we do know, of course, that that was quite awesome to hear from each of the department heads, including the SBA, Kelly Loeffler, saying that she and the SBA, small businesses across the country, open to cryptocurrency. But, you know, just bringing you live feeds and recorded feeds from the White House, various events happening, including next week. President Trump will be taking a trip way out of that White House all the way to the Middle East for Saudi Arabia. That'll be happening earlier in the week. So, yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you on Monday. But here's the thing. If there's breaking news, whether it's today, tomorrow, Sunday, we are always on call when it comes to that kind of stuff here at the network. So we'll have either myself or Robert McNeely. We also have Ashley Brassfield and Christina Loren sometimes that we can go live to as well. So we have you covered here as we monitor America First News and, of course, everything President Trump when it comes to the 47th Commander-in-Chief. So let's thank a few sponsors before we call it a night. And again, thank you for watching. So let's go to Colonial Metals Group, freegoldguide.com. Get all the information you need on gold, silver, tax-sheltered IRA, 401k. And you can also go to that QR code. So we thank them for being a sponsor. Let's also thank Tax Network USA. 800-357-1415 is the number. tnusa.com/RSBN. You can settle back taxes today. That's the number and the website to help you do that. Also, let's go to Berna.com/RSBN. If you actually go to that website right now, there's actually a RSBN page there for you. Great.
Guys, I'm very much surprised. I mean, was that all? Really, I mean, chat, tell me, was that all we were waiting for like 1 hour, 10 hours, 10 hours? It really was this all we were waiting for? Wait a second, I have to figure this out, really, because it can't be, right? That was, I mean, you didn't need the press conference for that, did you? Wait a second, maybe something happened because my feed just went down like that, right? But it appears actually that it's over. Now, that's very interesting if it's over because that was nothing very, I mean, what was that all about? Let's see here from Watcher Guru. Yeah. There is nothing, no more feed coming in from here. So, was this all? Oh, man. Oof. At this rate, man, we are not going anyway. We are not going anyway. We are pretty much effed, in my opinion. Let me see if this was the whole thing. Actually, I have to make sure about this. Because if that can't be, can it be? No, man. Wow. What was that all about, guys? Like, I'm in shock right now. I mean, what was the reason of calling the press conference? I mean, the summit. What are those guys gonna be doing there, right? What was the announcement there? We already knew that, right? This was announced like 5 months ago. We already knew this. So that was it. I find it very difficult to believe, man. I really find it very difficult to believe. I'm trying to think. Maybe my feed went away, and because I really didn't have a conclusion from Trump actually. So let's see. Yeah, it's over. Damn. The future doesn't look too good for us. The future doesn't look too good. What's this all about, really? Wow. Guys, just hang on with me. I just need to make sure that this was the whole thing. I just need to make sure of that, right? Because what was that all about? Nothing pretty much, actually, if we think about it. Let's see here. Let's go to X. Maybe Bitcoin Magazine has got something. Let's find out, shall we? Well, pretty much nothing here. It's over. Let's play this. Let's see. Yeah, it's over. Oh, wow. Really? I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. I'm very, very shocked. What was this all about? This was a lackluster event, way worse than the one that we had, the first press conference that David Sachs had, had before. Damn. Ooh, that wasn't too good, in my opinion. That wasn't too good, and this could be way worse than we anticipate. Right? Let's see how the market is reacting to that. But if this is what people were talking about and what we were waiting for, this was just very bad. There is nothing new that we learned about this whole thing. So yeah, we saw David Sachs talking about this. Okay, it's over right at this point. What else? Let me see how people are reacting. So this year was a pretty big disappointment. It was a big disappointment. I mean, what was this all about? Why were all those people there? I mean, he could have, man. Wow. Now, this was a big nothing burger. It was lackluster, to say the least, right? Here, let me see how altcoins are reacting to this whole thing. I think we have the Bitcoin price right around $86,000. I don't think it's really that bad, but considering that we were at $91,000 at some point, I think this thing actually was an area of progress. It brought us back, right? Then we also take a look at altcoins like Aptos, Ethereum Classic. They're holding pretty well. Filecoin is doing well. Tailcoin is dropping very much strongly. We need to see how the market is reacting to this, but this was nothing. The thing that I don't like about this whole thing is that it's happening right on top of a resistance, right? So why is it happening right here? I was anticipating this event to push the price above resistance, not to wow. Oh, let me draw this arrow here. I don't think this is what is going to be happening. But what was that all about? This was just, they could have done without any press conference or anything like that, right? Guys, tell me what you think about this whole thing. Did we actually need anything like this? And imagine how long we had to wait for this thing so that they would come and say something that, I mean, I would actually argue that the thing that got the most marketing was that World Cup coin that is going to be launched at some point, obviously, because it's something that is new, right? And it got like a very legitimate marketing before it goes live. The whole Bitcoin thing was a nothing burger. Pretty much nothing. We didn't learn anything from there. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Good thing, so far so good. Altcoins are not bleeding very much. But I'm a little bit worried here for Bitcoin, which means I'm also automatically worried about altcoins too. So Let's see here what other people are thinking about this whole thing, but for sure it was a big disappointment, lackluster event. Now I don't know what is going to be picking this market up, right? From the World War Summit, repeats the phrase, never thought, okay, he said that, good, what did he say new, right? Vanek says the Digital Asset Summit happened at the World Cup before AI Summit. What does this tell us? It tells us nothing because we didn't learn anything from this whole thing. Jesus Martinez says that White House is a big nothing burger. It is. Served you an hour. Trump needs his McDonald's. Oof, man, that wasn't too good, man. That wasn't really too good. I think pretty much everybody is sharing the same sentiment that I have. I thought that it was an organized event where we would see, you know, a different number of people say, okay, we have this and this problem, and this is how we approach to solve it. And yeah, it was really nothing. It was really, really nothing here. Let's see here. Altcoins are highly undervalued right now, okay? I'm not talking about meme coins. I'm talking about utilities, altcoins. Fuck the meme season that we need. Okay, utility season. Yeah, we need that, right, of course, but we needed to see that. Very good. So what is the objective for this discussion? Nothing. That's it. What the fuck was that? I think a lot of people are actually sharing the exact sentiment as this guy here says. What the F was that all about? We didn't need that. And we had... today we face, okay, really nothing, to be honest with you. According to Bloomberg, Kraken is seeking to go public. Well, they can go public. It really doesn't change anything, right? But, wow, what a big disappointment, man. What a big disappointment. Let's see how the chart is reacting to that. But I can tell you 100%, nobody was expecting it to be like that. When I first noticed that it was over, right, I thought just maybe the feed that I was watching from the problem. I mean, the guy had problems with their cameras and stuff like that. But it actually happened that that was it, pretty much over. So far, nothing really big has happened with the Bitcoin price. It's down 4%, I would say, because yesterday it was at $92,000. Today, we're down to $86,000. Oof, man. This just looks like a major resistance level. We'd have to assess and see how other altcoins are looking, but I would say that other altcoins are still maintaining their green momentum here. I'm looking at Ethereum Classic, for example. It really hasn't moved that much. Aptos has not moved that much again. Filecoin has not moved that much. We are seeing even things up 40%, 18% here. I don't know if you guys are holding them, but one thing that we know is that this whole thing was a big nothing burger, and it didn't serve us anything new. It was just pretty much, okay, we plan to do this. There's no tax announcement, nothing. So yeah, at this point, I don't know what is going to be giving this market a pick me up, because this is not good. It's not good at all. I really thought that this was going to be the one that lifts the whole market up together. You can see here, I was even lining up a trade on Ethereum Classic saying that if this whole thing breaks the resistance, we're looking to trade the breakout. So what I would say right now is that we didn't learn anything new, and we're going to be chopping more for the next few days, maybe a few weeks or anything like that. Let's see here what Ethereum is looking like, because it doesn't have to be breaking support levels, right? ETH USD. But that was bad. That was really bad. I mean, we appreciate the effort, right? Ethereum is cratering towards the downside once again, back on its main support levels. If we go on the daily time frame, yeah, it's still back down to where it was a few days ago. This press conference, this summit thing did not provide anything new that we didn't know about from before. So pretty much there was nothing that we could, you know, take away home and tell our grandmothers. I mean, at least maybe you can tell them that even the United States government is buying cryptocurrencies. Maybe if we say something like that, they're going to be like, okay, maybe I can buy as well. But other than that, pretty much nothing. We already knew most of those things which were announced today. So yeah, I don't know what kind of catalyst we need for this market, but hey, yeah, we're in a very tough spot right now. We're in a very, very tough spot. All right, let's see. Let's find out, shall we? What else we have got right there? Filecoin, good. Telcoin. Let me see Telcoin, because I know a lot of my subscribers are interested in Telcoin, right? It's still sitting on top of its support levels right there. It shouldn't break here, because if it breaks, we are back in this range, and we could also see it dropping towards the downside once again. That's not a situation that we want to see here. So far, so good. Nothing too crazy happening for the Bitcoin price. Probably because the stock market also closed well, but yeah, very tricky situation here. I mean, what pattern is this? It's very tricky. Ethereum is much more clear, because it's sitting on a big support level, right? Bitcoin is sitting on a big resistance level. What are the chances that they go in opposite direction? Almost zero, in my opinion. They have to move together. So yeah, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. A big nothing burger crypto summit. We didn't learn anything. In fact, a lot of altcoins are actually bleeding here. I'm just seeing that right now. The ones that were doing well initially are the ones which are still holding well. But other than that, for the most part, things are dropping. Let's check XRP, right? Because leading into this whole thing, it was a headline. It was a headline, and in fact, Donald Trump himself had said that he's going to establish a reserve of cryptocurrencies, which included Solana, XRP, ADA, then of course Ethereum and Bitcoin. Nothing of that sort was talked about. So let's see here how XRP is holding, because, you know, big crypto coin, and a lot of people are trading it. It's doing better than Ethereum at the moment, but let's see how Ethereum is holding up in all this chaos. Ooh. Yeah. No salvation is coming. You know what, guys? I'll see you tomorrow. Probably the day after, or maybe tomorrow. We can come up with a post-mortem, right? A post-analysis of what actually happened here. Because the honest truth is that we didn't learn anything at all. Nothing. We already knew these things, and just a poor big nothing burger. I wish we had seen this well ahead of time, but it is what it is. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see what this means for the crypto market in the coming 24 hours. Maybe we'll have to wait until even Monday, because we won't get a really good reaction until the stock market opens. The whole worries that we see right now is the stock market, and obviously it has an effect on the Bitcoin and stock and cryptocurrency prices. But now that it's closed over the weekend, we won't really know how crypto is going to be behaving. So let's see how the weekend goes, and obviously be waiting for Monday to see the US stock market open and have a clearer picture. But this was a very big disappointment. It was a big disappointment. Probably we shouldn't have had it, because the Bitcoin price is at a main resistance right now. I don't know if this is going to be turning into something that accelerates that rejection to happen here, but it's a very tricky situation. Let's see how it looks in the coming few days, and we can talk more about the regular altcoins that we usually talk about. But for now, I think we have to stop right here, and I'll see you in the coming days, maybe tomorrow, and we can talk more about different altcoins. But disappointed. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.